Welcome. Let me know if you are here. Say hello. This is Anne-Marie Julian Wetzel. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am just checking to make sure that I am live. And I'm no longer, oh, there I am. I am. Oh, hello Sharon, welcome. All right, so tonight we are going to play with some sunflowers. We're going to do a technique I haven't done in a long time. And I actually incorporated this into a layout along with a card. So I'm going to show you my layout. We'll finish up some minor things on the layout, and then we're going to create a card using that same technique. Hello, Tammy. So if you are watching and you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I do encourage you. This will be posted on YouTube after. Facebook only allows these recordings to stay for 30 days. So I download it and put it into the YouTube channel. So then I will keep it here with the YouTube link. But you always can go back and watch it on my YouTube channel. So please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you are watching this on YouTube after the fact, come and join us on the Scrap and Roll Facebook group, where we have lots of fun games and activities and creative sessions. And don't forget to play Pick 3 tonight. I think we only have like 60 people so far with their numbers. Usually we have a lot more than that. So don't forget to do your Pick 3 before 9:30 tonight. All right, let's get started. Hello, Monterey. Hello, Maria. All right, so I am in love with the Sunflower Embossing. It's a 3D embossing folder. It's not, it does not have a die cut to it, but we will be using dies. So this is going to be one of the main items that we are featuring. I wanted to show you the differences, and I have two differences here. Let me pull out the Sunflower Embossing folder. So this here is the de-embossed side. So what that means is you have the Stampin' Up! Label here. I inked lightly. I took one of the ink pads and I did this side. You can see it right here. Actually, I have to clean that up, wash that off. But I inked this side and I ran it through. And this is the look that I got, which I love. And then I could actually have taken some watercolor, added, or sponge daubers and did some more. Then I did this side, and here's a sample of that. So you can see it's the background primarily that got colored, and then there's some little bit color, but again, I could color this additionally too. So what we are going to do tonight, and also before I forget, stay tuned to the end because I have some other projects to show you that I've created and wanted to share with you guys. So let me get out the scrapbook layout. So again, I am featuring the Eclipse technique. All right, so let me go in a little bit here so you guys can see a little bit more of that. All right, so are you guys familiar with Eclipse? So Eclipse is taking a stamp set or dies or an embossing folder, which I did in this case, and then making it layered. And I've never seen it on a scrapbook, and I'm like, I am going to try it on a scrapbook, and I'm really thrilled at how it came out. This is actually my hairdresser's son. His name is Ace, and he is a little cutie, and they went to the sunflower farm, and it was perfect. So I'll bring up a little bit closer. Well, here's the left side, which this left side is done. So again, I used the Coneflower. I think that is temporarily out of stock, but I used this set here. Oh, my light is not on here. There. I was wondering why it was a little bit dark. So the Coneflower, I used that. It has the stamps and the dies. I used this specs to give some of the background on here. But again, I took the embossing folder on the embossed side, this side here. ran that through, and then I cut out multiple layers using my favorite dies, the party alphabet dies. You see me using these a lot already. And ran that through and has the dimension. So I'm not sure if you can see it. So this is why I did not put this side down. So I wanted to be able to bring that up closer for you to see. Can you see that depth in there? So what I did was I embossed it. Then I took the letters. This is going to say, which we're going to finish this up, fun in the sun. But can you see the depth in that? There are about 6 letters that I dyed just with regular white willow cardstock. And then when I cut out the original from the embossed folder, I put it on top there. So you can see how it fits right in. I did ink the edges because I wanted it to stand out a little bit. Many people don't when you do the Eclipse, but for this, I wanted to be a little bit more emphasized, but you can still see how it fits right in there, right? So we are going to put this in here. All of this is already taped down. Let me get my other pieces here. I don't want to lose some of these. I have some small pieces here. Okay, so I'm going to center this here. I could actually add 3D foam on top of this, but this has so much dimension already, I don't want to do that. So, oh, lovely piece of hair. I don't think she's going to want my hair because I am going to be giving this to my hairdresser. All right. So, just going to put this here. Before I press it down though, I need to line up. So I said fun in the sun. So I took our small, again, you've seen me using the multiple with the large and the small dies. These are the mini alphabet size. So I am fun in, all right. So again, I should have used the double-sided adhesive tape on here, but I did not. So, all right. That little piece of hair has kept on bugging me. All right. So, let me get this, and I'm looking actually for my, let me just take a scrap piece of paper here. I can't find my silicone mat. I always have my silicone mat here, and I had it earlier. All right, so I'm just lining this up. I just wanted to make sure I had enough space in between. So, hope everybody has had a great week. Can I forget, which way does that go? I think it goes the other way. Fun in the sun. I actually went to this farm the day before they ended up going. It was my first time there. I don't think I went far enough into the field because I felt that they were, the sunflowers were so small and not in full bloom. But I think they were. We just didn't go back far enough. So she shared these with me, and I said, perfect, because this is what I wanted to do. All right, so we got there. Fun in the, and I'm going to press that down. And then I have my coneflower, so I stamped, I die cut it and then stamped underneath it, and then there's that layer on top. And I'm just going to line this up a little bit. And then I just took a blending brush and inked the bottom edges of this with the crushed curry. So this is going to end up going there. Where did my other leaf go? think my leaf fell, but that's okay. And we're just going to put that there and finish up this page for that. So the cardstock, and I can give you the measurements if you're interested in this, because you know you are going to actually be, you don't have to create this template, but you're going to have to do an eclipse, whether you're going to do it on a layout like I did here or in a card, which we're going to show you. But the paper that I used for this background here is the Floral Impressions paper. So it was perfect because it had some of the sunflowers in that paper pack. And again, I do have the flower, but I know I lifted it up and I think it fell. So I'll have to find that. But again, isn't that fun knowing that you can do eclipsed? So again, I wanted height, so you don't need that much height, but I believe I have like 6 pieces under each. So I cut out 6 additional letters, put them underneath it, and I'm going to show you how to do it in the card. All right. So let me put this aside here, and let's get the makings for the card. Oh, here's the leaf. Look at that. Sweet. Okay. So to do this, I, again, ran this through the Sunflower embossing folder. I know the white on white is kind of hard. And then I took the letters, and I can show you how to do that, but I'm already prepped. Again, you just line this up, and you can use whatever words. Now, again, these are big letters, so I'm limited on here. But because I cut this out, and this is embossed, and it has an O, like the letter A, you would need it, probably the R, that center piece. You need to keep that to put inside your center piece. Does that make sense? Oh, Tammy, I knew you were going to ask, somebody was going to ask me that. I don't remember where the sunflower farm is exactly. It's about an hour away from me, but it's in Florida. I'll let you know. I'll get back to you on that. Okay, so I have done that with this as well. I cut out some crushed curry, and this was cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And this is 1/8 of an inch bigger on that side. And let's get this taped down. All right, so I'm going to tape this down here. So now I could do this white on white. I'm going to actually talk to you about another sample or another way you can do it. So again, this is with the embossing folder, but you can also ink on there, and that's where I'll probably cut out the letters and show you how I do that. Okay, now for this one here, if it's the card, I cut out about 3 of each of these. So now, again, it's kind of hard to see that. And I do actually have the original Y, O, and U that has the embossed image on it. So again, let me bring this in closer for you guys so you can see that here. And then this little piece here, fits right in there. Actually, I think it's this one here that goes in there. So as you can see, I've been doing several of them. All right, so that's going to stay there. I am not putting any layers underneath that piece, but I'm going to continue to layer these up. And then my scrap piece of paper here. And instead of keeping it the white on white, I actually cut out some of the floral paper to top it off with. I'm going to place this first in here so it fits nice and snug, and then I'll put my middle piece in. There. All right, so there's the first set. All right, let's kind of speed this up. Just try to get it on as even as possible. So that was 2. 3. And 4. All right, so I'm going to do the O's. All right, so I'm keeping that still down there. Oh, a little bit more adhesive on that. And here are my U's. All right, so curious, how many are going to attempt to do this in a scrapbook layout and take this technique? Put your thoughts in the comments. Say yes, scrapbook, no, or yes, you're going to do a card. And share your creativity. Again, you have till midnight tonight to finish your 3 things from last week. Okay, so as you can see, there is that depth in there. I have them all there, but I ended up cutting out the paper to do the eclipse this way. Again, many times you're going to use that same print or your same color, but I chose to change it up, and this is perfectly fine. It's still considered an eclipse card because you're doing the layers. All right, so we got a scrapbook, we got a couple of cards. All right. This paper is so beautiful. If you have not seen it, I'll actually show you all of the pieces of the paper. You get 2 of each. And this suite has been out of stock. You know, they end up having that great sale, and then they just get out of stock for everything. Okay, so here is that. Let's put it on our card base. We'll have that small white edge there. Oh, you know, before we do that, I also took out the textured notes, and here's the piece of the textured notes. So this is going to say, let's celebrate, and then we're going to, obviously it's you, so we're going to put that across there, and we're going to do this in the crushed curry. And this sentiment actually is from the Simply Said stamp set. So it's got just some simple sentiments, but it covers it all, and they're nice size. So, all right. I'm just going to stamp this in the center, hopefully straight. Yep, I did it. All right, and then that's going to go right across there. And let's see, should we put some bling on here? I don't know. I think those are too bright of a yellow. I'll have to come back and look for some bling, but let's get this on here because I have some other things I want to show you. And you'll see that final, I will share the final of both of these. So, but here again is an Eclipse card. Hopefully you guys can see that dimension in there on that. All right. So as I showed you, let's clean up here, get some of this stuff out. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Okay, this is not a great coloring combination, but as I mentioned, this again was done in an embossed folder. Again, typically I would have done the embossed raised letters here, and then it would have all been white, and again makes it a little bit harder to see, white on white, or even any color, same color tone, but I chose to add some color paper. And that paper, let me show you that before I forget. All right, so you get 2 sheets of these. Let's move this out again. All right, that was really close, right? Okay, so look at the beautiful color combinations in here and all the different florals. And I do love the fact that they have now changed it so that they have a more generic print on the back of this. So you can mix it up and use that. Again, this is, there's 2 flower ones out there, so this will always be hard for me to remember. But this is called the Floral Impressions paper that I used right there. All right, so this here, this stamp set is the Layers of Beauty. So this also has a stencil. So you could stencil on here, you can stamp, and then I could take my letters and if I just wanted to say hi, should I cut them? You want me to see it cut? But I don't have all the layers, so I'm not going to cut all those layers. But I can give you a sense of what will happen if we did that. So let me grab my die cutting machine and just show you quickly. So I'm taking the mat off. All right, so you want to, again, center it as best you can. I'm going to tape this down. And I will show you the finished card after. I don't feel like this is centered. I gotta bring this over more, I think. Maybe this is something we should do as the making take at Marywood. Have everybody play around with that. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna run this through. just trying to take this off because once you run it through, it really does smash that through. So just want to make sure that I took this off. Okay, let me get this out of the way and we'll bring this in closer for you guys to take a look at it. And again, I will show you the finished product afterwards. But again, I stamped this. And then this will line up this way. Yeah, and my eye stay on my die cut? It did. It did not pop out. Okay. So again, I will cut now layers of the H. Let me bring again, like I said, I bring this in closer. I will cut about 4 H's and stack them underneath there and then give that a raised impression. And the same with the eye and give that a raised impression. And there you have another way. Again, so you can stamp a large image, you can stencil something, design whatever you want. You can emboss, but you'll have your option of creating an Eclipse card or a layout using the Eclipse feature. So let's now show you some other stuff that we have. And I'm probably going to have to move this out a little bit. Okay. First, as a reminder, because this ends in July, this is the bonus page for the Weekend Adventure. So if you purchase the Weekend Adventure Scrapbook Workshop, you will get the instructions for this layout. And then because I know you guys probably don't have this, I will pre-cut this. Again, it's using those same party letters, and I will cut out the top and then the shadowed piece, right? So again, another fun feature and how you can use those letters, right? So again, anybody who has purchased it by the end of July, that Scrapbook Workshop, Weekend Adventures, I will send you the instructions. These pieces here are all left over from your kit. So you'll be able to assemble this based on the cutting instructions that I give you, okay? So isn't that cool? And then I have posted about a collaboration that me and 11 other demonstrators did. And there is this kit, it's the kit collection, the Make It Scrapbook. I'm forgetting the actual name, but with a $75 order this month and the purchase of this kit, including the purchase of this kit, you will get instructions of up to 12 layouts that use this kit. So the kit has so many die cuts, so many stickers in there, and we each designed it. So for instance, this is layout 1A that you'll see in the assembly guide. You'll get 2 pieces of document. You'll get 2 documents. One is going to talk about the products that you use in the cardstock, and the other one is the assembly instructions. So for 1A, we were given the specific pieces of what we needed to make that. We could not take anything else from the kit. There was just a set amount of pieces. So I've made one, and then another demonstrator made the second one, and it's amazing how they both look differently. So you'll get up to 2, and if you like all 12 of them, you're going to need 2 of those kits to make all 12 of them. But that is, so let's just show you the detail in here. It's got the gems, the matte gems on here. Lots and lots of banners. So, all right, so those are the scrapbooks. And now the 2 kit collections that came out this month. I made them. This is called of course it's not on here. It's in the instructions though. This is the birthday kit. So here are all the envelopes. They have that gold foil, beautiful on there. This kit makes 12 cards. However, I got to make 14 because I ended up having extra pieces. You know, it's they give you kind of some guidance on how to put the cards together, and then you go to town because you have tons of different die cuts in there. So here is one of those cards. There's another. So you have 3 different bases. So you have like the blue, a gold foiled speckled, and then you have a peach pinky striped one. You can see that. So all of these cards, and it comes with a stamp set. So you can choose what sentiments you want on the stamp set. But how fun. Has these die cuts in here. All of these are different dies. Some of them are popped up. This is another die cut added. And here. And like I said, I ended up having some extra pieces left over. I don't know how, but I just took white card bases and then added the extra pieces onto that. And so I got 14 cards. So again, depending on who you make. So that was one of the new kit collections this month. And then this is the other one, which is the Spooky Halloween treat boxes. These are really, really nice size boxes. So easy to put together. They're pre-scored. They tell you exactly where to put the tape. They have these little paper clips on there so that this opens up. It comes with the little twine. So I'm making 60 of these for my grandsons for school next year for Halloween. So I know you probably think I'm crazy, but they're worth it. But you get 15 in each box, in each set. And it has the little extra ghosts with the holograph. So they have some of the holograph die cuts with them in there. Super cute. This is the holograph ghost on there. Love it. So that, again, is the 2 kits that I wanted to share with you guys today. All right, so let's bring out what we made, if I can find it now under all this other stuff. All right, so we have that. Somewhat that. That'll be finished up. And the fun scrapbook layout. Fun in the sun. So there you go, guys. So again, your creative activity, I will get it posted. You'll find it. I believe it stays under videos, but you also find it under guides. So in the comment section, when you create your layout and or your card, you will just post that in the comment section there. Can't wait to see what you create. I love the inspiration from these 3 things. Again, that's kind of daisies too. I was just thinking that because that's daisies, dots, and something else. But you can't use the same project you used last week for this week. Sorry, I can't work that way. But again, thanks so much for watching, and have a great weekend. Bye.